Greetings, programs. I'm Young Napoleon, and I want to welcome you to episode 5 of my inaugural Let's Play series, Redux. We're doing yet another Texas run through Victoria 2 with no mods and all of the DLC. In the last episode, we managed to actually keep our army alive through the Texas War for Independence, and we secured a military alliance with the U.S. We're getting close to 1842, at which point we're going to try declaring war against Mexico to reclaim our cores here in El Paso and Laredo, and maybe see if we can't grab Chihuahua as well with the help of the U.S. We're going to drag them into our conflict and let them do all the heavy lifting for us. I did do, like I mentioned at the end of the last episode, a little research on how to change parties, and as far as I can tell, as a democracy right now, the only way I can get the Nationalist Party, or the Whig Party for that matter, is to encourage, whenever the elections happen, to encourage my voters to prefer these policies. So unfortunately, these are very close. I run the risk of getting stuck with the Whigs when I want the Nationalists. So I need to steer them towards state capitalism, moralism, everybody wants residency, so that doesn't matter, protectionism, and jingoism. I'm writing these down in case you're wondering what I'm doing right now, so that when the elections pop up, I can start steering towards those 4 categories. And I think I am actually going to change this to have party loyalty towards the reactionaries, so maybe that'll increase their strength. So when the elections roll around. Alright, so what did I say? When does the peace treaty expires? The truce expires in January of 42. So near the end of 41, we're going to crank our military back up. But in the meantime, I think we are cranked all the way up to ludicrous speed, because now we're just waiting on technologies and for the treaty to expire. Last campaign, interestingly, just on a side note, I indicated that I didn't know what railroads were useful for, and I've since learned that they, even when you don't have factories, they still, let's pause it to see, a new upper house, reactionary, conservative, liberal. Well, oh well. Let's see. See, now I don't want the liberals. So let's give them some agitation. Election started July 1st of 1840. Okay. Railroads will still increase the output or the throughput of your RGOs as well. So there's still, and of course troop movement. So there's still good reason to. Okay, everybody, all 3 of these parties want residency. So wait, do they? Yeah. And yeah, there's no reason, so we'll let them have full citizenship. I don't think that's going to have an effect. What is Mexico? Oh, the USCA. Okay. All right. Economy. Laissez-faire, interventionism, state capitalism, or planned economy. Right now, I've got a slight majority in state capitalism, and that is indeed where I want to go. And we've got a discovery already for tax efficiency. 43, we're pretty low on the scale here. Trade policy. Okay, this is where I want protectionism. 20% more in favor of protectionism. 10% more. That's 50% chance to gain towards free trade and 50% towards protectionism. More towards free trade and more towards free trade. So if I go However, this will give the 100% of my population that wants free trade, well, maybe that'll drop down to 80? Some militancy. Let's see what happens. This is, as always, this is a learning experience. Let's see. Elections finished. Democratic Party 86, Whig Party 13.1. So that's what I was afraid of. We'll form the basis of the government. Okay. And we got our technology, which is giving us some admin efficiency. So let's come up in here. Let's get some stock exchange going. Still can't make any decisions. Still losing money, that's fine. We gotta pay attention to the year. We're starting to get close. Let's see. Liberal agitation spreads. We shall consider it. Let's make sure I don't have any movements going on. Nope. Okay, we're good there. Unpause, let things develop. Maybe that is what they want us to think. Tax efficiency, this is just a discovery. Let's see. Liberal agitation removed from San Antonio. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. More reactionary, less conservatives. Okay, you're paused already. Liberal author. Let's see, what are our options here? 15% more liberal, or... Okay, the middle becomes more liberal, a little bit more liberal, or everybody becomes a lot more liberal. Just a little bit, please. Okay. Oh, we are in the 40s, so we're gonna slow down a little bit now, so that the end of the year doesn't just blow by us, because we want to make sure that Mexico is demobilized, USA is demobilized. That was in 37 though. That was when the war ended. Okay. House gag rule. What's that? Oh. Slavery stuff. Okay. Another discovery gives me some tax efficiency, so I'm not bleeding out. Well, yeah, it's not horrible though. I've still got some banked up from the beginning. Okay, I don't want to bore you all to tears, so I will crank the speed up a little bit here. Also, because I want to see what happens. Because I don't think I can start justifying. Yeah, I can't start justifying until the peace treaty has expired. What's their relationship with the U.S.? Neutral. I don't want them to get too cozy with the U.S. Because I don't want them, like in the first game, they eventually entered into a military alliance. I think in both games they eventually enter, because the U.S. will sphere them. So I need to get everything that I can before they do that. In the game that I watched, the speed was cranked up a lot, so I think there was some inefficiencies just in terms of how quickly they were getting the wars going. Liberal agitation spreads, that's nice. Okay, what I'm thinking, maybe November we crank things. Let's see. Yeah, maybe November is when we will crank the budget for the military back up. Wonder what those spikes are. Did you see the budget spiked? A little bit of green there. Okay, we're back in November now. We're going to slow this down, come over to the budget. Let these guys start. I don't think that changes anything. It's just construction. But yeah, wow. That just shoots up. But, well, let's put you down to 50. And then once... Well, yeah, because remember, I can't... That's pointless, because I can't even do anything until I've finished justifying the war, so that's just a waste of money to do right now. Leave... And this was something else I was looking for in a previous video. It took me forever. To see this sort of stuff for a power, you need to be on the Show Wars tabs. The Show Great Powers shows you that whoever you select over here, it shows you their relationship with the Great Powers. The War Justification and the Show Wars are what gets you the Casus Belli and the Truce, who their allies are, who they're at war with. It also shows you their war exhaustion. Can I see? I can't see myself, though. Right. So yeah, so we've got some Argentinian liberation of Bolivian Jujuy. There we go again with the spectacular pronunciation guide. We got the reactionary loyalty going up. We'll see what happens when we tick over into the first of the year. Liberals. Still no decisions. I wouldn't mind being able to make a couple of decisions just to get the trade unions going so that I can start getting people wanting the social reform. Just to start getting that cranked up a little bit. Because eventually, and here I am assuming I'm going to make it past 1865, eventually I do want those. I am going to want those. They're pretty good bonuses. I don't think they're free, because I think the, well, no, maybe not, maybe they are free. Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully we'll see this time around. We're about to discover the stock exchange, and I think my next target is going to be the prestige column. Oh, shoot. I said I didn't want to blow past the end of the truce, and at least I wasn't on ludicrous speed, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we're going to justify war, we're going to acquire state, place in the sun, cut down, free people, liberate country, dismantle, and humiliate. 308 days. That is less than a year. And if we're detected early, up to 11 infamy. Okay. So, all right. So, let's see. 308 days is roughly 10 months. So, I think then in... What's 10 months from end of January? Would be 11, which is November. So, I think October? Start of October is when we're going to crank the budget back up. We got our tax efficiency up with the discovery there. Huzzah. And then now let's dip over to 6,000, 7,000. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with the romanticism, and then next we'll pick up the idealism. Very much a different track than I went in the start of the last few games, focusing on the farming and mining. We'll get to that soon, but I think, yeah, 3 out of 0 possible brigades. I don't know why they're still there, why they haven't just deserted. We're going to unpause, and we're going to go ahead and crank things back up until we get close to the fall. Our attempt at justifying the war has been detected. 10.2. Okay. That's nice. It's just the more infamy we rack up, the less we're going to be able to add. Less war goals we're going to be able to add during each war. From watching Illier play, I think that trying to get more than Chihuahua in the first run is a bit of a stretch, because the US always wants a piece of the pie as well. Tax efficiency. I see we're close to getting in the green. So we're not going to try and go for too much. Mission to Mexico, caster spell acquisition speed minus 25%. Lovely. Go ahead and crank that back up to ludicrous speed. Oh, we can make a decision. Let's do that real quick. First of all, let's make sure we don't have any movements. Oh, we do. Suffrage. They want wealth voting. Okay, so that's the first thing we'll go for to keep the rebels down. And that should clear out the movements. Perfect. I think we said start of October. Mexican menace. They're coming right for us. Oh, we got an increase to the Casus Belli acquisition speed. So let's go ahead and slow that down a bit. I think when September rolls around. Well, let's check the war justification here. 93 days, that's 3 months. August, September, October, November. So yeah, I think we'll wait until this thing hits maybe 45 days to crank up the budget. Ludicrous speed. Okay. So now let's come back over here to the budget. Crank you back up. And I'm only doing this because I don't want to lose this army, but we do want to slow back down. So sometime in November. Here we go. Alt History 101. Okay, we are paused. Okay. We are going to... I'm nervous, y'all. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and save it. Okay. Mexico. Declare war. Acquire core. Mexican, Texas. Acquire core Mexican, Texas from Mexico. Call allies. USA, they will accept. I love the dramatic music. We have declared war on Mexico. Okay. All right, guys. So, how's that for a cliffhanger? I think we're going to go ahead and end it there for now. And then this is where we will pick up tomorrow with the beginnings of the war. Oops, I see some unemployed over here. What do we got? A couple of unemployed craftsmen. So yeah, that's where we're going to call it for today. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you did, please be sure to do all that YouTube stuff. If you haven't already, I would take it as a kindness. And always remember, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Tomorrow, we will see if this is going to be a winning experience or a learning experience. I hope we all learned something today, and I'll see you next time.